You've got your cameras installed, mounted, powered, and ready to go. What do you need to know to get your cameras up and running in Vision? There's two ways of accomplishing this. You can go through the partner portal and the web page, or we also have a portal app that you can use from a mobile device. This video is going to be all about the partner portal and the web page. The app will be in a separate video, so let's get started. Let's break this down into two steps. Step number one, we need to create an end user account. And two, we need to add our NVR and or cameras to the Vision account. This is accomplished by going to partners-portal.turingvideo.com. This is going to bring up a login page. You're going to want to enter your TPP number, your email, and the password assigned for that account. Once you do that, you'll want to sign in. Once logged in, we're going to need to go on the left-hand side to the customers page. From here, you see all of your existing customers you've already added, or if this is your first time, none will be here. Let's go up to the top right. We want to create an account. Again, we're going to create an account for our customer, for your end user. To do that, we're going to enter an account name. Now, for this purpose, this is going to be Bob's Auto Shop. An account name could be a company with multiple sites, multiple buildings, or it could just be that one particular location. Account reference, just a description for you to understand how to identify this account, maybe something specific about it. I'm going to put it's Tim's favorite. The rest of the information is fairly straightforward. In the email section, this will be your end user, your customer's email address. That's what you want to make sure it is here. You even says it uses to create the account. This email address must be accurate and intended for long-term use. So once that's all filled, click create. Now if we look up top, we see there's Bob's Auto Shop. That's the name of the account. There's the address and the username, phone number, and email for Bob Jones. You can read the information here. You see there's no currently devices added, and there's some information that's helpful about resume installation, installation complete, etc. Let's go ahead and add a device by clicking in the top right. Once you're here, the first thing you want to do is create or select a site. I don't have one existing, so I want to go ahead and add a new site to Bob's Auto Shop. This site's going to be store number 2 for Bob's Auto Shop. In the address, once I start typing in the name, you'll notice it pops up some options. Here it is, 722 West Kitty Hawk Road. I select that, it fills it in for me, and it goes ahead and places it on a Google map. So I'm going to click done. Now it shows it listed here as store number 2. It is highlighted. It's got the little indentation here. I want to make sure I just go ahead and confirm that. Now that we've confirmed it, we want to look out and add cameras. So is this going to be an application for adding Edge Plus, or is this going to be adding a physical NVR hybrid solution with a recorder and cameras? In our scenario, I'm going to be adding a recorder with cameras. It does bring up a quick wiring diagram just to make sure you are familiar with how it looks. You can click the do not show again, just say got it. Now it's asking, hey, I need to add a bridge because you don't currently have one on here, or you're needing one just for this site. So simply click add new bridge. By this bridge, we're doing it from the web page, so we're going to need to enter in the MAC address. Here is a picture I've taken from this MAC address on this bridge. I'm going to go ahead and enter that now. So once you look at the picture of the bridge, you can see we need to add in that MAC address and simply click next. Now this bridge is going to want a name. It may be something default here. I'm just going to give it a generic name of store number 2 bridge and click confirm. Now, if we look at our bridge, one thing we need to know is automatically it's telling us, hey, this needs a firmware update and a system update. Let's go ahead and do that before we proceed on. I'm going to start with the firmware and click update. Here it's telling us we have an upgrade available. We could choose to do this later, but it's advised on the installation to go ahead and do that upgrade. And here we see it showing us that its system upgrade is upgrading now. Now the update is complete. It's telling us a device is up to date. Simply click got it, and we are ready to go. Now we're ready to bring on our cameras, so let's click add cameras. Again, we already have an existing site, is store number 2. I want to confirm that. Again, we are bringing in NVR with cameras. We do know our wiring diagram. We are going to use the one existing bridge, which is bridge of store number 2. I'm going to confirm that. Now it's going to search for any devices that are currently on the network, so you definitely make sure the NVR is plugged up and ready to be seen. I have quite a few devices here in my office. But an easy way is I know this is a 4-channel NVR I'm looking for, or I could go by the MAC address, which is 8752 is the ending, and I could verify that matches and say, this is the NVR we need to add. I'm going to select that and simply going to hit confirm. Now, this process is going to ask you to activate and add your recorder. By default, out of the box, brand new, it is not activated. So let's go ahead and put our password in twice to activate it. And then click confirm. Now it's going to automatically activate and then reboot your NVR, so give it a few minutes to get back up online. We get a prompt to tell us the device has been rebooted and we're ready to continue. Now it's going to ask us 2 scenarios. This is a 4-channel plug and play NVR, so I'm going to select the top one, but if perhaps it was one that was off of a separate switch instead of a plug and play, I would choose the bottom. Once I select that, again, it's just making sure I understand that I am using an NVR and the ports are added correctly, and then hit continue. And you see now it is loaded. This NVR, it had 2 cameras attached to it. You'll see there is 2 that are unavailable. That's simply because there's nothing connected to those ports. However, real quickly, if you had a camera on there and you've maybe done a reset, it's possible you need to go in and just correct the password if you don't see them showing. Real simple fix. But here's the cameras showing. I'm going to go ahead and click add cameras. This adds them to our Vision account. I can see I've had 2 of the 4 cameras successfully added. I can go ahead and edit the names. So they come in here and click on them, click on the name and change it, and then click save, and that's going to change the camera names for me. Last but not least, you need to make sure your time zone is correct for where the bridge is located. So make sure you go in and change that, make sure that's correct, and click save. And that's it. You've now got your cameras up and working within Vision. Now it's simply time to look at adding licenses and maybe tweaking or setting up that AI performance, which I'm going to link to another video which talks all about licensing and then how to go in and set up your AI detection.